Good morning, my Soul Tribe Vibers. I am super excited to continue with the Lightworker Oracle uh, series. Lightworker Oracle series. Today we have got Paradigm Shift. Paradigm Shift. I don't know if you can see that or not, but let's. There we go. It's a beautiful card. Okay, so Paradigm Shift. You are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an ordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world you thought you knew can suddenly break open and a new world can become your reality. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child, as it is innocence, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on an answer having to be one way. There is openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their non knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world weary to drop expectations and look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you are open and don't hold expectations about what will be. Suddenly, you are receptive to the universe, helping you in ways that, in the past, you didn't believe possible, all because you kept an open mind. If you're feeling that you don't really know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you once did, or if you're feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems a little shaky, these are signs that you are going through a paradigm shift. This will bring you new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. You will find shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. You will find yourself shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. You are stepping beyond what you have known. You are a bit like a traveler in a new city, feeling awkward until she gets the lay of the land and how things operate in that new place. As you trust the unexpected and unknown, the universe will be able to help you in unexpected and previously unknown ways. If you find yourself questioning the views in mass media or spoken in the conversations that those around you are having, take heart and know that you are awakening from a fear-based world into a love-filled reality. Your confusion will soon transform into joy at discovering that you are free and have no reason to be afraid. You are encouraged by the universe to embrace the power you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. So now we will do the invocation. You can close your eyes and listen to it if you would like to, but you don't have to. So the invocation is, through divine inner grace and unconditional love, I open my mind to the higher truth of love. May my mind be cleansed from conditioning and gently open to the light of love. I am willing to unlearn what no longer serves me. I am willing to receive teachings and information, guidance and assistance from those beings of pure light and unconditional love that can assist me on my journey now. May my paradigm shift bring me closer to peace, love, empowerment, and happiness. May this process be held in guardianship by the universe with grace, mercy, and tenderness. Through my own free will, so be it. Okay. Now, today I have picked actually 3 Buddhist cards. I always pick a Buddhist card that goes along with the Lightworker Oracle, but I've picked 3 because I think there are 3 that will do really good at bringing this point home. The first one is attachment. It is a truth card. Let me make sure you can see this. Okay. So attachment in the Buddhist reading card says, attachment to desire is the cause of suffering. Attachment arises when we want something different from what we are experiencing right here, right now. This ever-increasing list of unfulfilled desires causes us to experience discontentment and disconnects us from living simply in the pure joy of the present moment. So, attachment is an intense wanting to have something, a circumstance, or even someone, which produces an extreme dissatisfaction with the way things currently are. When we want something different from what we are experiencing right here, right now, this unfulfilled desire causes us to experience discontentment. Worse, it disconnects us from the present moment and the simple joy it contains. Attachment can equally be caused by the strong desire not to have something. For example, feeling you won't be happy until you leave your job, end your relationship, move house, etc. But the harder you push something away, the more the feelings of attachment will cling to you. These unfulfilled desires are the constraint creations in your mind that separate you from the contentment of who you really are and what you are experiencing right now. It is important to realize that more, newer, better, or bigger is not going to fix everything in your life that you are currently not happy with. Instead, the pursuits of external sources of happiness only lead to more unfulfilling desires. So there's that one. And then I also picked number 3, letting go, which is also a truth card. And letting go says, this is the third noble truth. Some of us think holding on makes us strong, but sometimes it is letting go. The Buddhist third noble truth was that in order to gain enlightenment, you have to consciously let go of all forms of suffering and delusions. Letting go is the conscious decision to detach yourself from the wants and desires of your mental, emotional, and physical existence. It means allowing things to simply be as they are, without the struggle or resistance that comes from trying to control an outcome or continually reminding yourself of an unhappy past event or negative emotion. Many of us carry around enormously heavy burdens from experiences that happened in the past. Constantly reminding ourselves of unhappy events and circumstances that did not turn out how we wished drains an enormous amount of mental and emotional energy as we continuously relive and remind ourselves of these past events. Letting go is the conscious decision to fully accept both your pleasant and unpleasant experiences without judgment. This allows you to remove the negative emotions from the memory of the experience, take the lessons contained within them, learn from them, and move on. Letting go is a conscious choice. You can either let things go and let them be as they are. Choosing to let go is a powerful tool that can lighten the heaviness of the mind while allowing you to experience more joy and happiness in the present moment. The mind obsesses while the heart is free. Letting go gives you freedom to live joyfully from your heart in the present moment. That one's beautiful. And then the last one kind of goes along with that. It is detachment. It's a contemplation card. And this one states, manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, reduce selfishness, have few desires. When you are able to identify the natural tendencies of the wanting mind for more, you will not be caught in negative emotions when they are unfulfilled. You can then learn how to detach from the outcome and hold the pure intention of enjoying the process of whatever you're doing in the now. Welcome each day as new and exciting, and let unimaginable opportunities flowly free into your life. So, detachment allows you to be liberated from the natural tendencies of the mind to want more of everything: more love, more food, more space, and even more accomplishments and achievements. It allows you to not get caught up in the negative emotions associated with any of these unfulfilled desires of the mind. By practicing detachment as a spiritual contemplation tool every day, you investigate all the basic human wants and desires deeply. You know how to distance yourself from the wanting and the desires, as well as the clingy emotions towards these desires, and know not to identify yourself as those desires. In this realization, you learn how to detach from the outcome and hold the pure intention to enjoy the process of whatever you are doing in the now. Furthermore, you detach from planning well into the future. Your detachment from planning well into the future will enable you to welcome every day as new and exciting and let unimaginable opportunities flow freely into your life. Ultimately, this practice of detachment is like an invisible surgical scalpel. It has the spiritual power to remove and cut away destructive emotions in the mind, the clinging of the pleasurable sensations in the physical body, and certain harmful addictions permanently. Beautiful. Okay, so that is our Buddha cards. I'm going to do a couple of oracle cards too, and we'll see what we get. See if that helps us with our messages today, the Lightworker messages that we've got today. So we have got bond. A love bond grows stronger over time. And what else do we have? Spirit, give me some cards on our lesson today for the Lightworker oracles on the paradigm shift. Okay. Guilt. Do not let guilt get in the way of happiness. So, a lot of you will have a bond with the things that you say in your mind, particularly about those that you love, and what Spirit is telling you is, with this bond, don't have guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way, because you can definitely feel very guilty about detaching from the outcome of things, and Spirit is telling you not to feel guilty about that. What you're doing for your highest good. So, and then last one, please. Confusion. All seekers of truth experience confusion. Ask the divine to provide the answers that you need. Very true. So we're going to ask the divine to provide us with the answers that we need while we're detaching, so that we don't get attached to a specific outcome, a specific person, a specific way of living. We are going to ask the divine to help us with that. So, now, let's see here. I'm going to get some oracles from my favorite oracle deck. Trying to make sure I shuffle these properly. Come on, let's get to it. Okay. A couple of oracles to kind of guide us towards our willingness to have a paradigm shift, please. A couple of cards. I said oracle cards. I think these aren't oracle cards. These are just my favorite tarot cards. Okay, so we have got the Emperor. Take up space. That's a good male energy. The Emperor states that you're in control. You can take up space. We have the Five of Raindrops, which is loss. Five of Raindrops, loss. And it says right in the Buddhist teachings that you may feel a loss by letting go of stuff that you're attached to, and that's okay. It's okay to feel some loss because that's probably going to happen. The more that you detach, the more you may feel lost for a little bit, but it's actually for your better and higher good. Because the more you detach from having to have things in your life, the more you ground yourself and become prepared for the rest of your life. Life is not about the attachments that you have. Life is about living, and we have to remember that. We have the Nine of Clouds, and the Nine of Clouds is anxiety. You, again, may feel anxiety from the loss of detaching from things. That's okay. That is perfectly normal. The more that you detach from things, the better off you're going to feel in the long run. So it's okay to feel some anxiety. And then we have Seven of Lightning, defense. You may feel defensive. You may feel defensive about detaching from some of the things that you need to detach from. This doesn't bother me. I'm not that attached. Especially when it comes to people, especially when it comes to love. You can always fib to yourself in your mind and say that you're not attached. But when you know that you are, you can only fib so long. And then it's not saying to let the person that you love go, or the person in your life to let them go. What it is saying is, don't be so attached to them that you don't have a life of your own. Don't be so attached to them that you're following their ideals and thoughts and feelings and not your own. Ask yourself, what is it that I want? If you have a loved one who might not be making decisions that you understand, perhaps they're withdrawing from you, perhaps they're kind of being mean to you, instead of being worried about how they are feeling, be worried about how you're feeling and what you know to be true and what you want. Don't worry about what they want. Worry about what you want in the situation. And I can guarantee you that if you have a healthy dose of detachment from the outcome of the situation, it's going to help you. It's definitely going to help you. So, it is never a bad thing to detach. By detaching, it makes you become a stronger person. So that is our Lightworker Oracle series for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you all love, light, and happiness. And I will see you soon. Thank you so much, Soul Tribe Vibers. Bye.